Well, guys, it looks like we have finally made it. We made it to the final of the G1 Climax 34. It just took place this morning. It had a big fight feel. If I felt that it was even in the air, even from my home here in Indianapolis, Indiana. So as you all know, our main event was Yota Tsuji taking on Zack Sabre Jr. to determine the G1 Climax 34 winner, champion, everything else under the sun. If this is your first time checking us out, we're the almighty SOS Wrestle Talk, Please be sure you like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Price of subscription for what you're listening to right now didn't cost you a damn thing. It is free $99. So this show is taking place from Tokyo, Japan, in the Ryogoku Kogen Hall, the Sumo Hall, if you will. So without any further ado, let's talk about the first match we had. First match on the show. I figure I might as well talk about the whole show since this was the G1 Climax final. We had Ryusuke Taguchi, Satoshi Kojima, and Hiroyoshi Tenzan taking on Shoma Kato, Tiger Mask, and Yuji Nagata right here. We get the team of Taguchi, Kojima, and Tenzan with the win around 8 minutes here. He got the victory via the ankle lock on Kato. This was a fun match. It was good to see that the older guys here show that they still have it to some of the younger guys, with Kato being a young lion here. So I thought this was fun. I thought this was a nice way to kind of start the show off. Next match we had Taichi versus Katsuya Murashima. We got Taichi getting the victory with a backdrop driver about a little over 7 minutes, almost 7.5 minutes right here. Murashima was fine. He really didn't have as much charisma as Kaito from the previous match, but it's understandable. He's only had really a handful of matches, so you kind of have to expect that at this point. The next match we had TMDK taking on the team of Mikey, Nicholls, and Shane Ace, of course, taking on Francesco, Akira, and a Konosuke Takeshita right here. So this is a quiet exit for Takeshita after he had the stellar G1 Climax. We get TMDK getting the victory over Francesco with a Shining Wizard from Robbie Eagles for the victory. So, like I said, low-key exit for Takeshita here. It'd be interesting to see when we get him back over in New Japan as by himself and not with any other hanger-ons from AEW. That'd be great. So, looking forward to that. Next match we have on the card, just 5 guys. We have Doki, Sanada, and Taka Michinoku taking on Bullet Club's Taiji Ishimori, Drilla Moloney, and Clark Connors right here. We get Bullet Club getting the victory, and I believe it was a bloody cross on Taka Michinoku. A little over a hair over 9 minutes. This is a really fun match. Of course, Sanada didn't have to put on a lot of heavy lifting right here. This is a solid 6-man, multi-man match for him and the Just 5 guys. Ultimately, they did not get a victory, though. So then, after this match, we got an announcement that New Japan is going back to the United Kingdom on October 20th for Royal Quest 4. Easy for me to say. And that kind of will tie into some stuff we talk about later. Next match we had Tomohiro Ishii, Tamaki Homa, YOSHI-HASHI, and Hiroki Goto right here, taking on the Bullet Club War Dogs right here. So, in this point in time, you might want to say that where's Finlay going? Where is a lot of these other guys going right here? So, we get YOSHI-HASHI getting an upset victory over David Finlay via the Chochugari in about 9.5 minutes right here to set up a future IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship match. So, and I think that is really funny that they're going to have this IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship match, because I see a lot of people seeing this match as Finlay versus YOSHI-HASHI, and it's a really funny match to book if you think about it. It's literally like two of the biggest whipping dogs that the reason, quote unquote, why people stopped watching New Japan for back in 2019, but they still have a strong opinion of said New Japan, even though they stopped watching it back in 2019. So I'm going to be really interested to see how this match goes, because I know a lot of people don't like David Finlay. He's actually had a hell of a G1. He's wrestled his ass off the G1. So I think that David Finlay hate is a little overstated. You probably, like I said, haven't watched him since 2019. So I just think that is pretty funny in itself. So yeah, we're going to get that challenge, it looks like, from YOSHI-HASHI to David Finlay. And shit, sign me up for it. I am ready for that. Next match we had Los Ingobernables de Japon's Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi, Hiromu Takahashi, and Bushi taking on the United Empire's Henare, Jeff Cobb, Great-O-Khan, and Callum Newman right here. So we got another shocker. It's another shocker in the air as we get Hiromu Takahashi getting a unnamed Hiromu role in around 11 minutes and 40 seconds on the current never openweight champion, that being Hanari right here. So he's garnered a chance to challenge for this never openweight championship. And that's something I've always wanted. That's something I've always asked for, is to have more junior heavyweights challenging for that belt, because I mean, it is quote unquote open weight. So it's going to be interesting to see where we lean into that and where that goes from that. But as we move on up the card, like I said, LIJ getting a victory is of course. Moving on up the card, the G1 Climax final. We had Yota Tsuji taking on Zack Sabre Jr. right here. We have Masahiro Chono coming to ringside, because he is Mr. August after all. He needs to be at ringside. And if you don't know, now you know, it's coming home. Zack Sabre Jr. has won his first G1 Climax. G1 Climax 34. He got the victory over my dude, the Gene Blaster, Yota Tsuji, in an amazing final match of the G1 Climax. There's been so many good matches here. And this is just another one. This is the cherry on the cake, or the icing on the cake, whatever you want to put. Cherry on top. Hell, we'll go with either one. So he got the victory in about 31 minutes via the Clarky Cat. The G1 34 winner's Techers version is what he called it. And after the match, of course, we all know he gets the right to challenge for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom. But after the match, Zack Sabre Jr. says he doesn't want to wait till the Tokyo Dome. He's going to challenge for said belt at October 14th, New Japan Pro Wrestling, King of Pro Wrestling 2024. So that's awesome. That's amazing news. It kind of shakes things up a little bit as well, because we're used to getting those matches to where, hey, you win the G1 Climax, you go ahead and go ahead and challenge the guy at Wrestle Kingdom. So, but there's a couple things, because I know I see some people talking about it or whatever. There's a couple things that people need to remember about the G1. So, number one, they officially dropped the quote-unquote G1 winner gets an IWGP contract for Wrestle Kingdom 2 years ago, because Okada technically got rid of it, but Okada and Naito both end up challenging on 1-4 anyway, though. So, obviously, that kind of happened. This gimmick only started back in 2012. So, and there were also winners in the past of the G1 Climax that they didn't even get an automatic title shot overall. So Nakamura got his title shot against Tanahashi a month later back in 2011 in Kobe. And then you get Hiroki Goto getting a shot in 2008 at an All Japan Sumo show of all places. So I do kind of agree with Zack Sabre Jr. though, with the G1 winner having a title shot at Wrestle Kingdom, kind of has resulted in a lot of maybe boring New Japan fall decisions. So this is a nice bit of a shakeup that I am enjoying right here. So, and ultimately in a major plot twist, coming home was talk about the G1 Climax coming home all along. I thought that was pretty hilarious right here. So, and kind of a nice little twist. I thought that was a nice little twist here at the end as well. So, yeah, that's the G1 Climax. And what do I think was going to happen here and unfold from here? What I think is going to happen, and I could be wrong, I'm always wrong, not always wrong, I'm wrong about a lot of things. But what I think is going to happen here is we're going to get Zack Sabre Jr. defeating Tetsuya Naito at King of Pro Wrestling, him taking the belt to England for the Royal Quest show, Royal Quest 4, of course. And then what I think is going to happen is, I think New Japan kind of sees the writing on the wall. I think Hiromu Takahashi is going to pick up that never open weight title from Hanare, and I think he's going to end up defending that against Tetsuya Naito at Wrestle Kingdom, even though I would almost kind of rather it be a non-title affair if he and Hiromu took each other on. And this is in the time that you get to do this match is becoming, less and less and less and more dwindled. So you have to take the, you got to take the reins and take over and do that match at some point. And who do I think will challenge Zack Sabre Jr. at Wrestle Kingdom for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship? I think it's the guy who he lost to, or who he defeated today. I think he's going to go against Yota Tsuji. So I think Yota Tsuji's primed to take that belt from Zack Sabre Jr. and begin the year as the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. So tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Been a hell of a G1, hell of a month, man. I appreciate y'all sticking with me throughout the whole duration. It was fun. This was fun. This is what makes me love pro wrestling, and I'm glad I got to experience it all with you guys. So we're the almighty SOS Wrestle Talk. Signing off here, your boy Blunt Naito, El Toro Negro, the human LIJ Cap, getting ready to get up out of here. All y'all good people, I'll holler at y'all later. And we should be having some New Japan news come up soon. They have a US show coming up soon, so we'll definitely talk about that. Till next time, I'll see y'all down the road.